Hey guys, welcome to another video. A bit of an update really. If you've been following my channel for some time now, you'll know that my CLA 45 isn't exactly the most standard looking CLA 45 on the roads. Quite a few of you have asked in the comments section of various videos asking what kinds of things I've done to it. And although I've documented them, one at a time whenever I've done them in several different videos, I've not really documented the whole process, because I think I've done pretty much all of the things I want to do to the exterior of the car. So let's show you around what I've done to it. Now, the thing with the CLA 45, when it's standard, it looks very much like a normal CLA, which is great if you've got the normal AMG CLA, but if you've got the CLA 45, it's very difficult to tell that it's a full-fat AMG. When I first bought the car, the only two exterior options were the wheels, which are these upgraded 19-inch AMG wheels, along with the red brake calipers. So they were also an option. And yeah, that was it really. So apart from that, it looked fairly normal, and you can get the black wheels on a normal CLA anyway. So within the first few days of actually owning the car, the first thing I did, it wasn't really big, it was just to swap all these badges to black from their original chrome/silver type, and also to wrap the lip spoiler from the original white, the car was originally white, to this gloss black, which kind of ties it in quite well. When you've got the same coloured lip spoiler, because it's not massive, you can't really tell it's even there. So once I did that, the car stayed like that for some time. And the next thing that I did was towards the front, because another thing with the CLA 45 is from the front, you can't really tell it's a CLA 45. If you've got an AMG A-Class or CLA, it's very difficult to actually tell. The only real telltale sign is this grille. So rather than the diamond thing, I don't know what Mercedes call it, it's kind of just black, like black mesh. This was originally, I can't even remember now, I think it was silver, I'll have to double check, but yeah, I had this resprayed all in gloss black, so it's not been wrapped. You can choose to wrap all this, but it's a bit of a fidget, obviously, trying to get all the edges to join properly. It was just easier to spray the whole thing in black, and I left the AMG badge as it is in chrome. And to the front, that's the only real thing that I've done. I mean, I'm not sure you can do much else to the front. Maybe tint the headlights, but you can only tint them to a certain extent to keep them legal here in the UK. So those changes I did fairly soon. It was probably several months after where I decided to wrap the whole car, and that's one thing that I've covered a fair amount, so there's not really much point going into it. But yeah, I decided to go for this light satin grey. I think Mercedes do offer this option, a slightly darker satin grey for all their AMG models, although not for the 45 models. I think it's for the 63s upwards. Oh, and along with the wrap, I didn't wrap the roof in this same grey colour. I chose to go with gloss black. It is a bit dirty right now, it's just all the tree sap that falls in the summer. But yeah, I think that breaks the car up quite nicely rather than having the whole thing in grey, especially with the other elements. I suppose this car also has a full D-chrome. All the bits you'd expect to be in chrome, such as these bits, they're all in black. And then shortly after wrapping the car, the lights really kind of looked a bit weird because they're very big and they're really bright. So, you know, just to tie it in with the rest of the car, I basically blacked them out. So it's quite a dark tint. And in terms of doing anything else to the car, don't really know. Someone did mention changing the lip spoiler to one that looks like the Alpha Julia Quadrifolium, whatever the hell it's called. But it's basically, it kind of raises up on two sides and then the centre section is a bit lower. It's really hard to explain. I'll probably just wave a picture around and then that'll give you an idea. In terms of the interior, I've not really done anything. It's just all fairly standard. I was toying with the idea of maybe wrapping some bits in chrome, but whether it's worth it, I'm not too sure. What else do people say? Performance modifications. So that's one thing that I'm not too sure yet. The car is still under warranty. I don't really want to mess that up because if you have been following the channel for a while, you know my car's been in a few times to have various different things sorted, and I expect more things to go wrong with it anyway, and rather than remap it or put a tuning box on it or something like that, I just don't think it's worth the hassle right now. 380 horsepower is more than enough, although, you know, I might completely change my mind in several months' time, and, you know, when 380 horsepower becomes not enough, then I might dabble with something like that. Exhaust, I don't think it's worth it. This car's already quite loud, and from what I've heard from people with exhaust, it doesn't actually sound too much different. I think it's already near the limit of how loud you can make it. And you know, exhaust modifications are super expensive anyway. So guys, if you're wondering what I've done to my CLA 45, there you have it. That's a complete list of all the things that I've done to it. Give this video a thumbs up if you think my CLA 45 looks pretty cool. My opinion, I think with all the changes together now, I think it looks pretty mean on the roads. Make sure to subscribe down below for plenty more content on my CLA 45 and a bunch of other cars as well. Thanks for watching, guys.